Can you visit Love Canal? Have you ever wondered about the stories behind places that carry heavy histories? Love Canal is one such place, located in Niagara Falls, New York. This neighborhood is known for its environmental disaster caused by toxic chemical waste dumped there from 1942 to 1953. The hazardous waste buried underground led to severe health issues for residents, prompting a national emergency declaration in the late 1970s. This resulted in a large-scale cleanup effort that continues to this day. Today, visiting Love Canal is possible, but there are important things to keep in mind. The area is no longer the abandoned toxic dump it once was. Extensive cleanup and remediation have taken place over the decades. The United States Environmental Protection Agency and New York State have conducted ongoing monitoring and remedial work to manage contamination risks. Some parts of the neighborhood have been redeveloped, and people live there now. However, concerns about residual contamination still linger among residents and former residents. From a visitor's perspective, Love Canal is not your typical tourist destination. It is a residential area with a challenging history tied to environmental hazards and public health crises. Visitors interested in the story of Love Canal often focus on its significance as a case study in toxic waste management, environmental regulation, and community activism. There are no formal visitor centers or tours specifically at the site. However, the story is well documented in museums, environmental history exhibits, and research libraries. Given the history of chemical contamination, it is wise to approach any visit with caution and respect for current residents. Some locals still report concerns about chemical residues, especially after heavy rains. This indicates that the site's environmental challenges have not completely disappeared. The ongoing risks highlight the high-risk nature of professions involved in environmental cleanup and toxic waste management. Workers face exposure to hazardous substances while trying to restore safety to affected communities. You can visit the Love Canal neighborhood, but remember it is primarily a residential area with a complex environmental legacy. It is not a tourist attraction. Visitors interested in the story should seek out educational resources and be mindful of the ongoing environmental and health concerns tied to the site. The cleanup and monitoring efforts reflected the challenges faced by those working in high-risk environmental professions, dealing with toxic waste hazards and the long-term impact on communities.